time, if you will open us up with a word of prayer, and then we'll have the pledge of allegiance.
Lord, we thank thee one more time that you've let us come be with our friends here tonight. Lord, we ask that you'd be in the meeting, may it go as you would have it to go. Bless each one, Lord, we humbly pray. All these favors, Lord, we ask in thy name and for thy sake. Amen.
Pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, first order of business we're going to have, Mark, we'll have you go ahead and stand. And I'll have you repeat after me and you'll raise your right hand. We've already kind of done this already, but we will do it formally tonight.
Sir.
But I, Mark Dowdy,
I, Mark Dowdy,
who has been appointed to the office of Town Council
who's been appointed to the office of Town Council
of the Town of Belle, Kanawha County, West Virginia,
of the Town of Belle, Kanawha County, West Virginia,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
and that I will truly and faithfully discharge
and I will truly and faithfully discharge
all the duties of said office
all the duties of said office
during my continuance therein,
during my continuance therein,
to commence effective July 1st, 2023,
to commence effectively July 1st, 2020,
to the best of my skill and judgment,
to the best of my skill and judgment.
so help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You said 20 and I kind of winced.
Yeah, well,
It's all right.
I didn't even pay attention on which hand that comes, so we'll get that.
Yeah, I wasn't sure.
We'll get you to sign that. Yeah, we'll go ahead and start there. The next order of business then is the roll call. And Lynn, I think, knows everybody, so I'll just ask her to take a silent roll call and go from there. So I think the only two we have missing tonight is John and Jacob. They have gone on vacation, left us all here. But, and they left you, right? Yeah. But the next order of business is June 21st, 2023 minutes. And so you all had a chance, I'm sure, probably to look at it already, but Mark probably didn't make any sense to you since you weren't here last month.
It's new.
Yeah, but the only thing I see right off the bat is present, we got Councilwoman Connie Fout, and I think it should have probably said Melanie.
Yes.
There, and then absent was Councilwoman Connie Fout, so.
I wondered how she could be absent and be
Yeah,
there.
yeah. How about, anything else that you all seen, or?
Then on page 2,
Okay.
the lady that come to speak Prosper, ain't
Teresa Howe.
is that who?
Tressa Howe,
Teresa, okay.
yeah.
All right.
Anything from anyone else? Someone will put that down in the form of a motion to approve the minutes from June 21st with the few, or the one correction, especially up at the top of the page.
I'll put it for a motion that
we approve it with the corrections requested.
Okay,
I second.
second by Kay. All those in favor, signify by saying aye. Any opposed, like sign, so ordered. The June 23rd financial statements in the package there. And first of all, the, year-to-date, or, excuse me, month-to-date first, we took in $31,318.58. We spent $79,049.28, for a shortage of $47,730.70 for the month. And year-to-date, we've taken in $1,025,687.40, spent $863,131.23 for a surplus of $162,556.17. Those are unaudited, so we will have an audit, sometime within probably 1 year, as we've gone through before, and, we'll actually finish that up. One of the big things we had for the month, if you're looking in the check register, you'll see the one was Carter Care Tree Service, where we had the trees cut down on 6th Street and 10th Street. We paid $27,200, which is what the bid was. We also, Liberty Distributors, the $5,200 was the new cleaning machine that we've purchased for Linda. And so we have that out there. And other than that, I think everything else is pretty much same information as we've had. Any questions on the financial statement? If not, we'll entertain a motion to approve the financial statements as presented. Somebody want to put
I'll
that
make that
motion? Motion by Nicole, do we have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Melanie. All those in favor, signify by saying aye. Any opposed, like sign? So ordered. The old business summer street shower dates, who's gonna do that, Melanie or Nicole? Nicole?
We've got 2 dates, Monday, July 31st,
July 31st.
and Wednesday, August the 9th, and that'll be the last one. The school will be starting not long after that.
Okay, July 31st and August the 9th.
Yes.
Okay, Lynn, you have those for the bulletin board? Okay, Lynn is taking minutes tonight for John.
Good job, Lynn.
Yeah. Alrighty, so we'll go over to new business, fall outing for kids, back to school picnic. Who's gonna cover that?
Nicole and I talked, and we haven't had a back to school picnic for a while, so we'd like to do that, for everybody in the town of Belle, but have it down at school and, let the kids know so they can kind of feel welcome and the new ones coming in and everything. So that's something that, we're working on now. It won't be anything big and elaborate, it'll just be probably free hot dogs and maybe snow cones or, chips, drinks, stuff like that.
What do you think, like September, October?
Yeah, probably maybe the last part of September, first part of October, before the weather gets bad, but we haven't come up with an exact date. We probably need to talk to, the principal,
Miss Belle.
yeah, and see what would be good for,
Okay, alright. That sounds good, so you'll come back?
yes.
Okay. The next, outing I put, or next thing I put out here is talking about the old stone house, and I see Miss, Janine Atkins in the audience, and, Janine, I've asked, a couple times, and I sent a note up to Miss Grayley, on the Facebook page. I know y'all are charging now for the, old
We have
stone.
always charged.
I wasn't aware of
We
that.
have charged for 37 years,
Okay.
the same amount that we have today. $3 for seniors or children, $4 for adults.
Okay, and who collects that money? Does it go to
The board and the Belle Historical Society does.
So there's an account for Belle Historical Society that's being deposited in?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Now, my next question is, and that's, on our agenda, it's mowing and upkeep. And our gentleman, in the street department's been mowing, taking care of the street, stub drive and all that. And I think when I talked to you before, you said you did not have any utilities on in there, nor
I have
did.
electricity.
You have electricity, okay? Nothing else?
No.
Okay, and you said at one time to me that you did not have any insurance.
Well, I never said that. I have had insurance for 37 years.
Okay, so there is insurance on the property,
Yes, there is.
okay?
The
All right,
town of Belle has mowed and taken care of that property for 37 years.
oh, I know they took care of it a long time, but the guys had asked me, do we need to continue mowing that? And they've asked me that question, so that's why I put it on the agenda for tonight, to see whether or not anyone here wants to discontinue that, or what's the pleasure of the council. I did not know they were charging. If they are charging, then, you know, we probably either need to have them get somebody to mow, and keep our guys off of that, because, I mean, you know, we've got more properties that we've added here in the last couple of years, and they're stretched thin because we've had 3 full-time guys.
Who owns the property, Dave?
I do. Belle Historical Restoration Society does. We are incorporated by the state of West Virginia and a 501c3 nonprofit organization with the IRS.
You own the property.
Yes, I do.
She don't.
Historical
The
Society.
Historical Society does.
Yeah,
She's the
The
president.
Historical Society.
I am the president of the Belle Historical Restoration Society.
you're the president, Richard Fiddler and Miss Wagner, I guess is that
Moore.
you?
Moore.
Moore. So is that the 3 officers?
Yes.
Why aren't you mowing the property?
The town has just done it as a courtesy.
The
The town has done it as a courtesy.
There's never been a question.
For 37 years, and no one has ever questioned it. If you no longer want to do it, I will.
We'll take care of it,
We'll take care of it.
if it's such a big issue.
This is, Miss Atkins too is the one that we need to send a letter to about the cemetery over on Riverview Drive.
What's wrong with
That's,
Well, that- I mean,
Another issue.
it really doesn't matter what's happened for the last 37 years,
yeah.
That we want a community.
so, whatever the council wants to do.
There's nothing wrong with my cemetery.
It's another issue. Stop, just let it go. We're not here for that.
I mean, the Historical Society has an obligation to take care of their own property.
What's the pleasure, council?
I haven't been here for 37 years, and I don't know how it all started or whatever. I just feel like if we.
Well, back when it started, I'll give you a rundown. Back when it started, it was under the Belle Women's Club, the old Belle Women's Club.
So that's how that started.
They were the ones that
Belle.
started it. They branched off and did the Belle Historical Society, and then the Belle Historical Society, you know, from there, took over the old stone house, but it was under the old leadership of the old Belle Women's Club.
So that's how it got started with
Yes,
Bill taking care of it.
yes.
Well, I know our guys are stretched really thin, and my thing is, if we do that for them, and I have nothing against the stone house, I mean, I'd like to see it flourish, I really would. But then what about these other businesses that say, hey, I want my grass cut too, free of charge? I mean, we charge people when we go into their yards, if they're even the public, if they live here and their grass gets so high, do we not charge them to go in and cut their grass?
We do, or we've put a lien on the property,
Right,
yes.
so I mean, I don't think that we should pick and choose who we're gonna do that with.
May I ask a question?
Mhm, sure.
You referenced other businesses in the town.
But are these businesses for profit versus ours not?
No, I'm just talking about in general, like if my house, if I didn't cut my grass, even though I'm on council, they would send somebody out after it got so high, and they would cut it, and then they would bill me for it.
Okay.
So, and that was wrong wording on mine as far as commercial, but, you know, so I don't feel like that we should cut somebody else's grass that is, even though you're not non-profit, okay? You're still bringing money in when you open the house and have people coming in, right?
Average of $30 a month
Okay.
is what we're bringing in.
So, I mean, I think something should, you know, if we work something out, I think there should be something worked out that might help you guys. But I can't see telling this lady here, we're gonna send somebody out to cut your grass and we'll send you a bill, but we're gonna cut your grass and not send you a bill. That's where everything has gotten in the town of Belle, since I've been on council, that I've went back and looked at, has gotten really out of whack, because this one says, well, such and such told me I didn't have to pay. So now we've gotten into the aspect, and we won't go into that because it's a different thing. Now we've got all these delinquent people that we're having to put liens against their houses because they won't pay their bills. Just because one person said, well, you know, this person doesn't do it, why should I have to do it?
And the amount is irrelevant.
Right.
Okay.
So, I mean,
Oh, I just wanted to let you know what.
Ma'am, you have nothing in this.
Yes, she
Yes,
does.
she does. She
She's
That's okay.
not-
That's-
she's not
I have
involved.
nothing in it, but he sent me the request to give him the information.
Well, yeah, cause you're the one that put it out on Facebook, but
That's
you
because I'm a
failed to-
volunteer.
You failed to answer, so.
You don't do business on social media,
No.
sir.
Absolutely not.
Well,
One more statement out of you, I'm gonna have you removed, okay?
social media, you know, I don't know anything about that. I know I had never been to the Stone House, and I went when you guys first opened it up, because I wanted to see what it looked like. I'd never been in it, and I've lived here since '87, okay? So I'd like to see that, the old Stone House, when we have people coming into town, go to it, maybe have a little concession stand somewhere somebody put up or something, you know.
For these things.
But things need to be done the correct way. And I feel personally, and as council member, that we shouldn't do for one if we're not gonna do for everybody. We've got people that are older people that cannot cut their grass, that we're charging to cut their grass.
Any other comments from anybody? Everybody okay? All right. I'll take care of that with the guys.
Because as of today, I don't want them on my property.
Don't allow legal defense for free.
I'll tell them tomorrow, you
That's
know,
fine.
that's no
That's
problem.
fine.
Okay, so we're done with that, but I will mention, you know, and I asked our attorney, Ray Keener, to write you a letter because that stone wall at the cemetery has fallen. I
That
called you.
stone wall is on your property.
Okay, but I'm just giving you warning in case one of these cemetery plots starts sliding or anything.
There's
It
more
is-
than 12 feet before anyone is ever buried inside that thing.
Okay, all
So
right.
it's not
We
going to
just,
move.
we just wanted on record that, you know, if anything ever does happen there, so. So we'll just let you know, and then we'll have Ray put that letter together and get that letter to you, so. I appreciate it. Alrighty, next thing on the agenda is the approval of the invoices. We didn't have anything else tonight. Personnel issues, don't have any. Police department report, you all got, I think, did everyone get that?
Could you explain to me what happened here?
Which one, huh?
This one, because in the past, the whole thing's been filled up.
Well, I think a lot of that's been because of, we've had one officer working and not two, because we haven't had one on nights yet, from the reasons that I mentioned last month. And, so we've got everything either being handled through the county in the evenings or through Glenn during the day. So there's a few things out there on the first couple pages.
I mean, that's great.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah. Well, but we've still had some calls, but they've been handled by the deputies in the evenings. meetings and stuff. All righty, items from the mayor, the only thing I'm gonna say is thank you to several of you that have reached out to me, for Ramona. I appreciate that very much, and, asking about her, and my wife did have a heart attack this past week, and, so I've been kind of out of pocket for the last week, but, came back up today, went home a couple times, and, so that's where we're at with that, but I appreciate everybody, you know, calls and emails, texts, and everything else, and I think I've answered the majority of you that's, called or text or whatever, or that I've seen, or, and I put something out to the council.
Okay, Dave.
Appreciate it, Ray. Thank you. Ray, you have anything?
No, I don't have anything.
Okay, items for council, anything? Nicole?
No.
Melanie?
No, sir.
Okay. Mark, you're on the spot. Approval for visitors to address council. Somebody want to put that in form of a motion?
I'll put the motion.
Okay, motion by Nicole. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Melanie. All those in favor, signify by saying aye. Any opposed, like sign, so ordered. All right, we'll start over here. Miss Blue, anything? I think John's still working on your list.
No, I already have it, and I've sent about three
Oh.
lists out so far.
Oh,
I'm just
okay.
gonna do like
Okay.
just a few at a time, because I'm waiting for responses to see how we go.
Okay, all righty. Jerry? Dalton? Ms. Siner? Linda?
No, I just wanna talk to you after the.
Oh, okay. Anything else?
What was the final vote on the grass cutting, by the way? You didn't vote.
I'll just tell them that we won't, you know, she said she don't want them on the
She
property.
said if.
The only place they can be on the property is Stubb Drive, that is an open drive. But everything else would be, you know, included, and, you know, I'll tell them to stay off of there. And, so we'll go from there. All righty.
There was
with that
another
being
person you needed to ask.
Huh?
You didn't ask Ms. Grayley if she wanted to speak?
I said any of you.
No, I do. I have something.
Uh,
I have two things, actually. Going by what Melanie said, if we're gonna keep everything fair in the town of Belle, it's my understanding that the council is allowing a non-licensed vendor to make food and sell it to the public in the music events with no business license, no health insurance, no permits.
Okay.
Is
that's
that allowed?
That'll be on record. What else you have?
The car show that's going on out here, you have a 50/50 going on, by the state tax division. You have to have a license for that as well. Do you have a license to go forward with that?
That's it. That'll be noted. What else?
That's it.
Okay, thank you. All righty, next thing I need is I need a motion to go into an executive session. I've got a few things that I need to discuss with, council and our attorney.
I'll make that motion.
Okay, got a motion by Melody. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Nicole. All those in favor, signify by saying aye. All righty. So, we'll ask everyone to vacate again. All righty, we're coming out of executive session. No decisions were made. There was only discussion, and, so we'll come back into order. And we've gone through everything on our agenda. The last thing on the agenda is the adjournment of the meeting. Somebody want to make a motion?
I'll motion.
Motion by Nicole. We have a second.
Second.
Second by Kay. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, like sign. So we're adjourned.